Hi. So today, I am gonna be making the Christmas gingerbread blanket crochet along, from Sardar. Um, I started making this back in like November, and I tried to finish it before December. That did not happen. Now it is February. So I'm just trying to finish it because I have the next one coming in soon. That's an Easter one, so I want to try and keep up with that one. But yes, so I am going to be doing it in chunks because it's quite a bit. So this video is going to be week 1 and week 4 of the crochet Christmas gingerbread blanket, the crochet along. And so yeah. um so I have started on it already. You will see in week 3, I believe it is, that I started on this little spiral first, because I didn't have the yarn that I needed. So I started on that. That's when I started, and then I started actually from week 1. So let's get into week 1. I have decided that the written pattern is too confusing. So I am now just kind of looking at it and doing it. Because I like try to go and like there's not enough on one side, and like I don't know, to me it doesn't make too much sense. So I am just looking at it and making it. So that is my plan as of right now. But it's coming out really cute. I really like the pattern so far, and like the stitch, like it's like little squares, so I'm really liking it. I might make more stuff with this pattern. It's cool. Okay, so I got finished with the gingerbread house panel. Cute. It got confusing, and so I ended up just kind of eyeballing it. The actual pattern is in UK terms, and so that makes it a little bit confusing, and then just the way that's written, it wasn't good for me, and so I figured I understood the basics, I could just look at it and make it. So here's that. Now I'm gonna weave in the rest of my ends. I already did the bottom earlier, and so now I'm gonna do the top ones, and then we'll be doing a border around the whole thing. Hi, I'm back. So I worked on it a little bit more while I was at work. Not that much, honestly, but I realized I did it a little too tall. I had the like little tip here, brown, and so I realized I had to frog it so I can only do the 3. So now I fixed it. And then I did like little white border, and now I'm doing the green border. I finished that, so now I'm on to the next part. And then I am watching the new season of Has Been Hotel. I so far really like it. I'm a big fan.
Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Just finished week 1 my gingerbread blanket. Hi guys. Okay, so I did a little bit while I was on my break. I believe I showed you guys, not all of it, but I started on the bulbs. That's what they're called. Start on those. So still working on it, but I did get to the end of my first ball of yarn. So I've lost, oh there it is. Now I gotta use my second one. So this is my first ball of yarn that I actually finished. The other one's, the only other one that's like almost done is the red one. This one is the same brand. I love this yarn. Sport weight. But yeah, so let's continue. Hi. So it's been a while, kind of. And so I just got off of work. I'm getting food for my family. We're at Habit Burger. Really good. But I wanted to update because I did quite a bit. And so now I'm just working on the border because I believe I did most of the color changes. So now I should just be working on the white. It's a little hard to see. There are the lights. So now we're just working on the white. Cool. So excited. And the color changes, I ended up doing these like little balls. So if you look on the back, each of them has like their own like little tail. I ended up doing that for each bulb and for the like little green parts up top, and it made it a lot easier to kind of like handle the yarn, like, because it just kind of like hung out right next to it. And so as I was turning and doing all of it, it made it pretty easy. And so I'm a fan. I think I'm gonna continue doing the little nuggets of yarn for different color changes and everything. But yeah, looks pretty cool. And then on the pattern it says that you're gonna do a surface slip stitch to give it like the little wiring for the lights. So I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'll do that next, we'll see. I might want to continue going around and then work on that a different time, but we'll see. And then I'll update you guys once I'm completely done with technically week 4, but my week 2, because I didn't want to do a bunch of random stuff then come back to it. Almost done. Last row for the square. So
Fox tried to convince me your dream was different than I remember, but if you could just see this, I think you'd be really proud. That proud? Anyway, I love you, Mom. Give me a call when you can. Bye.
I ran out of yarn. I have just a little nub left, so I'm gonna take a couple more out just so it doesn't come all the way undone. But okay, well, I don't have another skein of that one yet, so I'll have to buy another so I can continue it. So I'll probably start on another part in the meantime. I just read the pattern, and it wants the thing with these patterns is that they have you sew a lot when you don't really need to sew. You could easily like just do the stuff on here, like attach the yarn and like do what they're saying. So I was gonna go to week 2 now, because that's this little part. There we go. So part 2 is like this part right here and this part. And so what you can do, you can just attach the pink yarn, do the whole thing like how you did with this one, and work on it there. But I can't do that right now because I don't have enough yarn on any side. I believe I've only gotten to yeah, I've gotten this far from the beginning. And so definitely not enough. This is where I ended. I can't work on it for a bit because I also don't feel like sewing it in later. I don't mind sewing. I'm pretty quick at sewing. But if I don't have to do it, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm probably just going to finish weaving in my ends for now and then move on to a different project in the meantime. Yeah. Hi. Okay, so I finished off the border. Let me show you. It's gonna kind of be hard to show you because I'm in the car, but there are the lights. And then got that all the way around. Okay, hi. So right now I'm doing the last part of week 4. So it's like all of the like little designs. So, ooh, can we see? Can we see? Kind of. Okay, so I am gonna be doing the little parts on the house and the wire that is going around the lights. So I'm doing the door, the little window, these like little like, I think they're called like baubles, the little icing that connects them, and then the wire on the lights. So I believe that the door and the window both are done off of it, and then you sew them on. So right now I'm gonna do the door. Okay, so quick update. I did the little door, cute. Now I just gotta sew that one on, and then I also did the little window. So also gotta sew that one on. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do the surface baubles, and then I'll show you guys again. I'm back. This is the next day because I got tired. But so here is the gingerbread house with all of the little baubles and the window and the door. Cute. Yay. So now I'm gonna be working on the little icing part that connects all the baubles, and then I'm gonna be working on the wire that connects all the lights. So I'll be back once I am done with that. Okay, I'm back. Just finished the icing and the wires. So let's see the wires. Oh no, I can't see. I hope you can see. And then there's the gingerbread house. So now that is the end of week 1 and week 4, and the end of this video. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe, like the video, share the video, and let me know if you guys are making your own projects. But yeah, bye.